Hey there, welcome back to At Home with Joe, my weekly video series sharing some observations and advice regarding dealing with COVID-19 from a career education perspective. This week I want to talk about three things. Who's hiring actually in the job market, project-based work, and lastly, the question about graduate school and whether or not you should pursue that as an option as a student. So first and foremost, there are some industries that are currently still hiring. A number of them have to do directly with COVID-19 and the impact that it has. So think teleworking industry, so Zoom or Slack are definitely growth areas, as well as organizations that are in need of talent because of how much people are using their platforms. Food service and delivery, so think grocery stores, as well as delivery services. Obviously the restaurant industry is taking a massive hit during this time, but grocery stores are still key areas for growth. And lastly, I think pharmaceutical or biotech, anything involved in helping the country or industry respond to COVID-19, whether it's producing different equipment that's needed or searching for a vaccine. All important areas, all places that are really growing in the sort of their need, and obviously not being as negatively impacted as the food service or travel industries, which are being significantly hit during this time. Second topic I wanted to touch on had to do with project-based work. So I've talked about the future of work a lot in the past, and one of the areas I've talked about as a growth sector is the gig economy. So now with things that are more traditional possibly going down, whether it's full-time work, people being out of their service jobs or other kinds of jobs, or internships or research being suspended, it's really important to think about other ways to build skills. So at the university, we're looking at possible mechanisms for students to gain experiences in more of a project-based format. So we're reaching out to alumni, seeking their advice and insights, as well as possible opportunities. But this might be a really great way for students to do more shorter term types of activities while still building skills and building their experience and resumes. So that really can help them tell their story after post-COVID-19. Lastly, focusing on graduate school. Now, many students traditionally will go back to graduate school during a time of recession. So this is something that you might be considering, but I caution you. Think about the actual degree that you might be getting before incurring that level of debt. Think about what the value on the market might be for that specific degree, and think about it, obviously, if you have an interest in that subject matter. You're going to spend the next year or two pursuing and studying it a little bit more, and that might not necessarily be something in line with what your interests are. So really consider that thoughtfully. Meet with an advisor, meet with your mentors, meet with people in your network to really think about the value of that as opposed to jumping out of the job market right away. So different economists are looking at what might happen with the job market. We might see a rebound, which might mean there might be hiring in 3 to 6 months from now in certain sectors. It's good to pay attention to it. Don't jump into a degree if you don't necessarily have to, but totally understand if that's something you're considering and something that you might have been evaluating anyway pre-COVID-19. So those are some tips and advice and some insights that I have for this week. Hope you enjoy, stay safe, and hope to see you soon. Take care.